discuss about the COVID-19 management, and it depends upon the disease severity. And first, the management of mild COVID-19, mainly the symptomatic management, and WHO recommends that patients with suspected or confirmed mild COVID-19 be isolated to contain virus transmission according to the established COVID-19 care pathway. This can be done at a designated COVID-19 health facility, community facility, or at home. So either health facility, community facility, or at home. And patients with mild COVID-19 should be given symptomatic treatment like antibiotics if fever, and if pain is there, and adequate nutrition, appropriate rehydration. And counsel the patient regarding the signs and symptoms of complications for urgent care. And WHO is not recommending the use of antibiotic therapy for patients with mild COVID disease. Next, about the management of moderate COVID-19. That is, in it we know it is pneumonia. So WHO recommends that patients with suspected or confirmed moderate COVID-19 be isolated to contain the virus transmission. And the patients with moderate illness may not require emergency interventions or hospitalization. However, isolation is necessary for all suspect or confirmed cases. And the location of isolation will depend on the established COVID-19 care pathway and can be done at a health facility or community or at home. Health facility or community facility or at home isolation as told earlier. And the decision of location should be made on a case-by-case basis and will depend on the clinical presentation, requirement for supportive care, and potential risk factors. So, clinical presentations and requirement of supportive care and potential risk factors for severe disease, and the conditions at home including the presence of vulnerable persons in the household. If vulnerable persons are there in their home, then they cannot have the home isolation facility. And there should be a close monitoring of the patient for signs or symptoms of disease progression, and provision of mechanisms for close follow-up in case of need of escalation of medical care should be available. Then next, about the severe pneumonia, severe COVID-19 treatment. And all areas where severe patients may be cared for should be equipped with pulse oximeters and functioning oxygen systems. And disposable single-use oxygen delivering system like nasal cannula or Venturi mask or mask with the reservoir should be available. Mask with the reservoir pack should be available. And WHO recommend immediate administration of supplemental oxygen therapy to any patient with emergency signs and to any patient without emergency signs and saturation less than 90%. So main treatment is oxygen supply, and if saturation less than 90%, we should start the oxygen supply, and also if there is any other emergency signs. And what are the emergency signs? They are the fast breathing tachypnea or obstructed breathing or absent breathing apnea, or dyspnea, severe respiratory distress, central cyanosis, shock, coma, convulsions. And these set of people should immediately receive the airway management, emergency airway management. And we should try to maintain saturation to more than or equal to 94%. And in non-pregnant ladies, the saturation should be maintained to more than 90%, and in pregnant women saturation should be maintained to 92 to 95%. And deliver oxygen flow rates using appropriate delivery devices. Use nasal cannula for rates up to 5 liter per minute. And Venturi mask for flow rates 6 to 10 liter per minute. And face mask with reservoir bag for flow rates 10 to 15 liters per minute. And in case of children with emergency signs like obstructed or absent breathing, severe respiratory distress, central cyanosis, shock, coma or convulsions, they should receive emergency airway management and oxygen therapy during gestation to target saturation more than 94%. And once patient is stable, the target is more than 90% SpO2, and use of nasal prongs or nasal cannula is preferred in young children as they may be better tolerated. And in adults, techniques like positioning, like high supported sitting, may help to optimize the oxygenation. And prone position for awake spontaneously breathing patients may also improve the oxygenation and the ventilation perfusion ratio. But evidence is lacking and should be done under clinical trial protocol to assess the efficacy and safety.